Can you repeat that one more time, Travis? What is stamina? He said stamina is being able to do something with a long time. He didn't even read it, did he? To do something for a long time without getting tired or giving up. So show me your stamina. Because I'm going to see what kind of stamina you have. I'm going to be looking for my most stamina kids. Okay? All right, ready? Here we go. We are going to analyze the text. And text is just words that we're going to read that are put together, right? To make inferences. And you're going, when we're all done with this lesson, that's going to be you and me, will explain and share my thinking and strategies. So right now, would you turn to your new partner? And would you tell them, I just walked in to the classroom. I am dripping wet. I have an umbrella and it's upside down. My hair is standing straight up and my makeup is run down my face. Tell your partner what you can infer about what I just said. What happened to Mrs. Williams? You ready? Stop. Look at Mrs. Williams. All right, let's have a couple people report. Joey, what do you infer happened to Mrs. Williams? She inferred that it was raining. What did you infer? I think that's a great inference. What did you infer? She inferred that there was a storm. How? What was an indication? Or what gave you the clue? Because you know what? To find inferences, you have to be a good detective.
Say your hair was sticking up.
She said my hair was sticking up. Because if it's just raining, it would maybe just be down. Right? And I said, what about my umbrella? What happened to my umbrella, Sophia?
It was upside down.
It was upside down. So what makes it do that? What makes the your umbrella turn inside out?
Sometimes when the lightning gets stormy, your umbrella will turn.
Oh, you mean it'll just go crazy? Well, thank goodness that didn't happen to me. I probably wouldn't be standing. What did your partner infer about the state that I was in when I came in? What did she say?
That it was raining and a lot, and the thunderstorm came in and got you all wet.
Ooh, a thunderstorm. Did you hear that? Okay, ready? We're done. I'll have you in a minute. Ready? Build our stamina up again. Okay, now, first of all, let's briefly go over. I made some really cool, because you know what? I love pictures. Pictures help me so much. So we talked about making inferences is what I know, and what you read, you put them together and it's an inference. Now, we always make inferences when we're reading a fictional story, like Busy Beaver or 1, 2, 3 Little Apples. It's pretty easy for us to make inferences about that sometimes. But you know what's not so easy is when we're using informational text. Right? And we call that nonfiction because it's not what?
Easy.
It's not easy and it's not fake. Well, actually, you love it though. When you go to the library, I see you pick that out a lot. So I'm going to see if you can do that. It says inferencing is combining background knowledge. That means that's what we already know. You already know that when you go outside in the rain, you're going to get
Wet.
You've already seen on television or seen your mom's umbrella turn inside out because of the wind. It says it's combining background with clues in the text or picture form for a new idea. And we are always good at that, aren't we? We are good at new ideas. And you know what? I'm going to read you this clue. And I'm going to see if you can, now you have to have a big bubble in your mouth. Because you're going to be so excited, you're going to want to blurt out the answer. So give me a big bubble. And if you just can't stand it, do that. Because I don't want you to popcorn on this one. Ready? Where am I? I want you to rub your ears. And be using your best inferencing skills. Because we're going to read this text and we're going to try to figure out, where am I? Okay? The waiting room is crowded. The nurses are busy taking temperatures. Hope you're getting clues and giving shots. I'm starting to get nervous. Now, here we go. This is even better. It's the same thing except for the clues are in pink letters. If you know it, bubble, bubble, bubble. Where am I? The waiting room is crowded. The nurses are busy taking temperatures and giving shots. I'm starting to get nervous. Who's got a really and good inference about this. Here's our clues. Where am I? My clues are the waiting room, nurses, taking temperatures, giving shots, nervous. What I know. Are you ready? Everybody on 1, 2, 3. Where are we?
The doctor's.
Oh, the doctor's office. You got it right. That's right. And this is what you know. When I go to the doctor's office, I have to sit in the waiting room. Give me any time that you hear a connection, do this. If you've ever done it, you know how to do your connections. I want to see how many connections. When I go to the doctor's office, I have to sit in the waiting room. I know the nurse will take my temperature. And maybe give me a shot. And I get nervous when I go to the doctor. Sometimes. Not all the time. You may or may not. You may not make that connection. And here are our clues. The waiting room, the nurses. So you guys did so well with that. We have been talking about inventions. So I thought of a really cool way to see if you can use your inferencing. So ready? You can't blurt this out. So you have to use your very best stamina. Okay, take a deep breath. Rub your ears. This is really, really, really tricky. I'm going to pull out one you don't know. Now, all these things have to do with one thing. So who can tell me, and you are going to know what this is, but you're going to have to tell me what it's used for. This is my bag of tricks. I've got some tricky tricks in here. And this is a...
clip.
Okay. Sophia, what is this used for?
To stick something together if you can't get it with a rubber band out.
Oh, can I stick my clothes together with it? Huh. What can I stick together?
Paper.
Papers. Yeah, were you thinking that too? Okay, ready? All right. Now you're going to have to think about how all these things, use your inferencing, how all these things are alike. Are you ready? Everybody, what is this? Popcorn?
A stapler!
Leah, what's this used for? What do I do with this?
Oh!
Let her think. Let her think. No. Bubble, don't blurt no matter how bad you want to. What do I do with that?
To staple paper.
Why would I want to staple some papers together so I can what?
So they can't fall down?
Yeah, so they can be in a group. Are you starting to get how these are alike? Oh. No. Stamina, Travis, remember, you can do it, Here we go. Hold on. And Emma's already got it. You might have to do a bubble and a double so that you don't blurt. Oh, Hannah Banana. Everybody, what's this? Now, wait a minute. Tape. What does tape do, Lily? What do you do with tape?
If you have decorations, you stick it on the wall.
So you kind of put it together, right? You pulled it to the wall. That's a great use for tape. What else?
I think they're all the same because...
Oh, don't tell that yet, because I got one more little snickerdoodle.
I know it.
She's already jumped ahead. No. What can you do with tape that you can do with all these?
You can staple decorations and you can put some decorations in there and you can tape stuff.
You can tape some papers together? That's right. Tegan, who knows what this thing is called? It's a really weird name. It's called either a binder clip or a
Paper clip.
A bull clip. Isn't that weird?
Okay,
now what does this do? Emma? It pinches fingers. So we wouldn't want to do that. What does it do? Be polite, remember?
It holds papers if they
What's the difference between this bull clip or a binder clip and this? Jalen?
Jaren.
Sorry, Jaren.
I think the bull clip is used like if you have a bulletin board that you can draw a picture on, and if your paper slides off, that's what holds it.
Oh, you mean you could probably put a stick pin and hold a bunch of papers? So now you know we can put a bunch of papers together. Now, put your hands down for a second. This takes some real thinking. Emma said she already knew. What are all these used for? She said they're all to put something together, Lily, and what are those things that we generally use those for? First papers. Now guess what? Which one's different? Which one of these inventions? We've been talking about inventions. Why are these important?
Because if we don't have it, we won't get to pick nothing up.
Yes, who likes to keep their stuff organized together so it doesn't fall all apart? I do too. You know what? We talked about inventions, so you need to. I'm going to show you the coolest book ever. We've been talking about inventions. Now ready? And I want you to think about it. We talked about Benjamin Franklin, all the cool things that he invented. Oh, you're going to love it. Think. Don't answer yet. But I want you to share with your partner. I want you to think for just a minute. To charge your partner real quick. What did people use before they used refrigerators? So turn to your partner. Hurry. Think about it. What do you think they used? You can think for a minute. What do you think they did before they had fridges? That's a real good thought. Oh, I'm hearing some really good thoughts. Hannah, what do you think? What did they use? Did they always use refrigerators? All right, ready? Turn around. Okay, please share with me what your partner said, Jalen.
He said they probably made mini fridges.
Oh, you know what? A mini fridge would be cool, but there was no electricity really yet.
They probably made
hold on.
a fireplace.
A fireplace to keep it. What does the fridge do, though?
Oh, keeps your food cool.
Why do I need to keep food cold, Lily?
If it won't, it'll get all molded.
Oh, I like to eat moldy food. Not really. It would make you really what?
Sick.
So do you know what? They had to keep their food cold back then. So what do you think some of the things they might have done and used? Oh, and you know what? I saw this. I saw somebody making a prediction. Maybe they ate something in the fridge that wasn't so good. She said she has a mini fridge. But you know what we're talking about? What did they do a long time ago? What do you think they used to do?
I think they used to wait till a cold day and then they put the thing that so we get to freeze outside and then keep it out there for a while.
I heard the best thing ever.
I was thinking about that too.
Can you just stop for a second, Miss Jones? I'm sorry. Okay, got here before refrigerator, Sophia.
They wait until a cold day and put the thing outside and then wait for a minute and when you can take it back inside.
That is a very good idea. Because you know what? She hit on something. This is before about 1920. People kept food in wooden cabinets called ice boxes. And you know, when I was a little girl, we still called it the ice box, even though we used refrigerators with plug-in. It says, huge blocks of ice kept the cabinets cold. And it said the Iceman visited several times a week. But you know what? I bet they needed to keep their food cold long before then. People have been needing to keep their food cold. So you know what they would do? They would get a wooden box and they would put ice in it from the winter and keep it all around with warm things like paper and wood to make it cold all year long. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool invention, isn't it? So you used your to figure out about inventions, didn't you? So what I want you to do is I'm going to give your table each one of these, and you're going to go try to figure out what the picture says to what the and you're going to match it with a nonfiction text. So I'm going to see who can go sit back in their seats.